do my work, make sure I get the wins. And if the fight happens, then it happens. Like I said, it's inevitable at this point. So I just got to keep doing my work, keep winning.
I'm ready whenever. You know, that fight's been brought up just as much as Chocolatito fight back then. So if that fight was presented to me right now, I'd definitely.
One of the biggest dream fights in boxing may finally be moving in the right direction. Naoya Inoue's promoter has shared the latest update on a potential super fight with Jesse "Bam" Rodriguez, revealing that February 2027 is the target date for the long-awaited showdown. Before the fight can become official, both champions are expected to successfully get through their upcoming bouts. If everything stays on schedule, fans could soon witness one of the most anticipated pound-for-pound battles in recent years. Andre Ward believes this matchup is incredibly difficult to predict because each fighter brings a completely different approach to the ring. He describes Naoya Inoue as a relentless pressure fighter who attacks with explosive power, while Rodriguez relies on movement, sharp angles, and technical precision. Ward feels both men are capable of landing clean shots, making adaptability the factor that could ultimately decide the winner.
North and South guy. He's going to have a starting point and he's going to explode straight at you. And most of the guys he fights, they don't have the reactive skill and the ability to get out of the way of those punches. And again, they get hit, they get spooked, and it's a matter of time. Bam is more of an east-west guy. He can go north-south, but he's an east-west guy. I want to get to this side. I want to get to that side. So it's going to be an interesting matchup that is hard to call at this point because both fighters.
Roy Jones Jr. slightly favors Rodriguez largely because of his outstanding footwork. Jones believes that smart movement could disrupt Inoue's aggressive forward-moving style and help Rodriguez avoid unnecessary damage. However, he also warned that everything changes if Inoue begins landing his trademark power punches. How Rodriguez reacts under that pressure could determine the entire fight.
I think Rodriguez does. I think Inoue is susceptible to more things than Bam is because Bam uses his feet so well. So I think Bam's feet are what going to give him the advantage because he can avoid Inoue's north and south attack. Inoue is not going to be able to avoid his east and west attack. And that's going to be tough. So now what we got to see from Bam is, can you take Inoue's punch? Because 9 times out of 10, Inoue going to hit you once or twice. Because like you say, he does get touched a lot. So he gonna get touched. Can you take that? Because if you can take that, then you can beat him. But if you can't take that, then that's the question. So the big thing is, if he can take Inoue's punch, I think he beats Inoue. But
Andre Ward also expects this matchup to produce nonstop action. He praised Inoue's incredible hand speed and fight-ending power, explaining that his constant pressure forces opponents into uncomfortable situations almost immediately. According to Ward, anyone hoping to defeat Inoue must be prepared to handle that intensity from the opening bell or risk falling behind early.
Actual potential fight itself. It's a very, very interesting matchup between these two because they're both very violent fighters. The difference is Naoya in your front door down behind it, and you better have somebody on the other side of that door that can really hold that door and resist that man, because if not, he's going to hurt you and he's going to spook you with that quickness and that power, and the power is real. At the end of his shots, he can put your lights out, and he's very, very fast twitchy. He's very, very explosive. And for me, Naoya Inoue, he will go laterally, but he's not as skillful as Bam Rodriguez laterally. So in other words, Bam wants to get you on the angle. Bam Rodriguez is at his best when he can get to your left side or get to your right side, have you look for him, and then he meets you with a punch.
Sean Porter also leans toward Inoue as the favorite. He believes Inoue's natural size, championship experience, and overall maturity provide important advantages, especially in the lighter weight divisions where even small physical differences can make a huge impact. In Porter's opinion, those factors give Inoue the edge heading into a potential clash.
I think that gap in that weight actually does matter. I think that gap in that weight, Inoue being slightly older, more experienced and things like that, I am inclined to favor Inoue in this fight, even though I haven't seen as much Inoue as I've seen Bam. But the reason why I favor is because the age gap, the size gap. That's big for the little guys. And Inoue is a monster. He's a monster. So
at the same time, Porter believes Rodriguez would benefit from waiting a little longer before taking on such a massive challenge. He feels Bam is still developing physically and needs additional time to build the strength required to withstand elite-level power. While Porter views Rodriguez as an exceptional talent, he believes Inoue has already become the complete package.
Bam has to have more experience.
That's the number one thing.
He has to have more strength. Let me say this real quick, and now I think we can get out of here. Strength doesn't mean putting on muscle so that you can hit somebody and clock them. There's strength that you need to withstand what you're getting hit with as well. And Bam has to really build his body up a little bit more, getting in the ring with somebody like Inoue, who has both speed, power, quick, who has the total package. I think Bam has the total package, and he's growing into becoming the total package while Inoue.
Liam Smith believes Rodriguez cannot afford to fight cautiously if this matchup becomes official. Instead, he expects Bam to stay active, apply intelligent pressure, and avoid allowing Inoue to dictate the pace. According to Smith, once Rodriguez loses control of the rhythm, the momentum could quickly swing in Inoue's favor.
You know you need to tighten the defense up. You know it needs to be on point because this guy has devastating power. Although he hasn't shown it in his last couple of fights, he really does have that. I think that Bam will be a bit more switched on offensively. You see, here's the thing about Inoue. Offense, so many fighters when they fight, their punch output drops dramatically. Bam's offense in some ways is his defense. So if his offense drops against Inoue, oh boy, he's
Smith also praised Rodriguez's accomplishments, but suggested patience remains important. He believes another appearance at 118 pounds before fully settling into the 122-pound division would make the transition much smoother. In his view, gradually adjusting to the higher weight classes would better prepare Rodriguez for challenges of this magnitude.
Is maybe a little Bam is a world level fighter. This isn't like a prospect, because Bam's not a prospect, we know that. This isn't like a prospect where you're saying, oh, maybe he needs a little bit more time before we do this and we do that. I think to acclimatize to these weights, he probably does. I mean, I wouldn't begrudge him having another fight at 118.
Eddie Hearn revealed that early conversations regarding a future Inoue versus Rodriguez showdown have already taken place behind the scenes. Although he doesn't expect the fight to happen immediately following the Vargas bout, he believes it could realistically be made within the next few fights. Hearn considers it one of the biggest events boxing can offer and says Rodriguez is eager for the opportunity.
Some early preliminary conversations with His Excellency about Inoue against Bam, and I do think that fight is inevitable. I don't think it's going to be necessarily straight after the Vargas fight, but it could be as quick as in the next 2 or 3 fights. It's probably one of the biggest fights in boxing. It's one that Bam likes the idea of. But
the hosts of All the Smoke, Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson, believe that a victory over Naoya Inoue would immediately place Jesse Bam Rodriguez at the top of the pound-for-pound rankings. They acknowledge that many fans will naturally favor Inoue because of everything he has already accomplished, but argue that defeating a fighter of his caliber would erase any debate over who deserves the #1 spot.
Person on this planet that will not put Bam Rodriguez as the #1 pound-for-pound fighter
thank you.
if he beats Inoue. That's obvious. And if you don't, you have no credibility in this sport. Because nowadays, it's about who you beat.
And we know Inoue is not going to be an easy fight, right? He might lose, right?
Yes.
In some people's eyes, Inoue is, I think he might even be the favorite going into this fight, right?
Probably.
Now,
bigger guy.
Winning is big, even in a competitive fight. If Bam goes and does something spectacular, like stops Inoue or dominates, then there's no question that who's #1 power ground. It can't be. As far as that.
Mike Coppinger agrees that Rodriguez belongs among boxing's elite, but still places Naoya Inoue one step above him for now. He points to Inoue's remarkable achievements and recent victories over top-level opposition as the reasons for that ranking. Coppinger also believes the highly anticipated showdown is likely to happen, with the winner earning a strong claim as the best fighter in the sport.
To most, but he's not really in the conversation for the #1 spot. Should he be?
Yes, he should be in the conversation. Now, would I personally put him over the Monster right now? No, because of all the accomplishments, and the Monster's still looking damn good, and the Monster just clearly beat another pound-for-pound guy in a good fight, in a competitive fight. So I can't put him above him. But look, hey, I do believe this fight is going to happen with the Monster. We broke the news, right, that this was in talks for January in Tokyo. And if that fight happens, whoever wins that is going to have slam dunk cement case, right?
Former world champion Regis Prograis sees things differently. He is backing Jesse "Bam" Rodriguez to pull off the victory if the fight becomes a reality. Although he admits he hasn't followed every stage of Rodriguez's career, what he has seen has impressed him greatly. Prograis believes Rodriguez possesses the toughness, confidence, and overall ability to overcome an opponent as dangerous as Naoya Inoue.
A mega fight is Inoue and Bam. What do you think about those two and if they were able to match up?
I got Bam. I mean, Bam right here in San Antonio. You know what I'm saying? I got Bam, bro. Bam is a real good fight. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't watched that much of Bam. I've watched only highlights. But, Bam is a real good fighter. For me, man, I got Bam. He got that Mexican dog in him too. So, like I said, bro, I got Bam. Anyway, it's very good fighter. But for me, I got Bam. I'm rocking with Bam.
Yeah.
Evan Haney also believes Rodriguez has the complete skill set to test Naoya Inoue more than almost anyone else. Haney highlighted Rodriguez's speed, ring intelligence, and ability to create angles as major strengths. Teofimo Lopez shares a similar opinion, predicting that if the fight happens, fans will witness a fascinating battle filled with high-level tactics and adjustments.
Would want to see Inoue in is a Bam Rodriguez fight. I think Bam has the most ability to test Inoue. I think he has speed, he has angles, he has IQ. I think that's a fight I would love to see.
How about you, Tal?
Yeah, to follow what Devin's point is, I think honestly we'll see the most technique out of Bam and Inoue when they face each other, if that is to come about. I think it's going to be a very technical fight.
Max Kellerman admitted that Rodriguez's recent performances have changed his opinion on the matchup, making it much harder for him to confidently pick a winner. Malik Scott, meanwhile, questioned whether Rodriguez's current defensive habits could withstand Inoue's explosive offense. Both believe defense may ultimately become the deciding factor if these two champions finally meet.
To admit, I was kind of split on Bam versus the Monster early on. Maybe the Monster's length gives him a little advantage. And then in recent fights, I thought Bam's too young and fresh, southpaw boxer, the whole thing. And after watching Vargas tag Bam, I'm like,
I changed a little bit more.
Yeah, right? I'm back kind of 50-50.
You know why I did? Is because I don't trust that earmuffs defense against the Monster. I really don't. It makes me ask questions because he could probably.
And you could hear that through the earmuffs.
Yes.
You could hear